All right, everyone. Welcome back. Hopefully you all are doing well today. So we're going to take a look for you personally, the reader viewing, and see what wants to come through. As always, these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what does not. Some of these general personal readings may resonate for some of you, for others, they may not. So my intention is to do at least two. I will pull one for one video and one for another, but it seems to be the general direction in which we're going. I also intend to start doing individual zodiac signs. It may take me a hot minute to get through all 12 of you, but I do intend on getting through each and every single one of them. Of course, there'll be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, so please feel free to hop around those however you see fit. But let's see where we're going today. Let's see what wants to come through. What do we got? What do we got? Underneath? Poised. Okay, we've got poised. See how far I can move this camera here. We've got the fates. Okay, that's divine energy. Never-ending story. Ugh. Some cycles there. We'll see where we go with this. Soulmates. Okay. So it looks like we may be dealing with some sort of union here, but with the soulmates energy. However, I do feel as though that most of you are trying to rock it for what it is, trying to stay in your energy, trying to stay poised. When I think of poised, I think head up, shoulders back, don't let this rock you. Don't let this kind of shift your vibration into a lower vibration. We'll take a look at the soulmates because it could, of course, deal with another, or it could just be that inner union of oneself. We'll see how it wants to show up. So I'm not gonna throw it to a relationship just yet. The other things that I see here is we have the fates. It makes me think of Hercules, and every time I think of Hercules, but I'm going to take it a step further here. One sees the past, one sees the present, and one sees the future. And so it could be doing with past situations that you've kind of brought with you that are leaving you in this never-ending story here. Okay. It's affecting your present, and that in turn is going to affect your future. I've been listening to a lot of Abraham Hicks lately. And for those of you who don't know who Abraham Hicks is, it's a divine energy that a human entity taps into. And it's wonderful. I absolutely love Abraham because it reminds me that just because you've had past experiences that didn't feel so good, when you bring that with you, you bring that manifestation energy with you. It's kind of touching with the morning message, but not really. We'll see what wants to come through. But our realities are just that. They are our realities. And it has come to fruition due to the vibration we vibrate on, the things that we essentially feel, that's the vibration, but the things that we see and surround ourselves with, that is a direct reflection of our manifestations that we have allowed to happen. I know, I thought I muted that. Give me just a second. I thought that we, train of thought's gone, so sorry. But when we have these factors from the past that play a role in our future, what we see, the people we surround ourselves with, the jobs that we're in, the relationships that we're in, it is a direct reflection of the things that we are allowing to stay in our vibration. And so when we want to change that vibration, when we want to change that manifestation process, we cannot allow the things that have already manifested in our lives to continue to move forward. It's like telling yourself, like a child, I want to eat cake. I want to eat cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay? So let's say the universe brings that in for you. And it's like, okay, here's your cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, for a while, it's probably really good. Especially being that 6, 7, 8-year-old child, ooh, cake. But as we get older, we realize that eating cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner is probably not what we should be doing. We need other things, other fruits, vegetables, meats, breads, grains, proteins. Like, you know, dairy, we need a variety of different things. So we can no longer carry that manifestation with us. And that's what I feel like is happening here. In general terms, we are allowing our past experiences to continue to flow into our present, which sometimes is not bad. The lesson of these past experiences is what is not bad. Okay? You can take the lesson. Let's say, again, back to the cake analogy, or people who outgrow themselves. Because you're allowed to outgrow yourself. You're allowed to transition into a better version of yourself. But the cake analogy is easier. So let's say that, so it's like the 6-year-old version of you, 7, 8-year-old is like, I want to eat cake. I want the cake. And as you progress further through your life, the universe keeps giving you cake. Because that's what you said you wanted. You wanted cake. So the universe is going to keep giving you cake. Well, then it gets to the point, you know, you're 12, 13, 14, however old, and you're like, I don't want cake anymore. I don't want cake. And so it kind of puts you in this never-ending story because that's what the universe is giving you, is nothing but cake. And you have to make it known. You have to choose a different vibration of, you know, I want something different. What does it look like? What is it? Because you've been conditioned to eat cake. I know. It's kind of interesting analogy here. But then you tell the universe, hey, I don't want cake anymore. So you can tell the universe that you don't want this anymore. But you have to follow it through with what you want. Following that. I don't want cake. I want breakfast. I want eggs, and I want the ham, and I want the bacon. Like, you have to make it known what it is that you want from the universe. Pulling it into today's day and age, if you're surrounded by people who bring you down, and you get to the point where you don't want to deal with that energy anymore, you have to tell the universe, hey, I don't want to be surrounded by these people. I want people who's going to better my life. When it comes to abundance, and you're struggling with that abundant side of things, not having enough money, you can't tell the universe, oh, well, I want more money. Okay. How? How do you want more money? Do you want a better job? Do you want a pay increase? You have to be willing to make it known. And you have to stick with that. And to take it a step further with the manifestation process, you have to feel and believe that these good things are coming to you. And that's the tricky part. That is the tricky part, is believing. And, you know, to even warp that just a little bit, you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. You deserve the good things. You deserve the abundance and the relationships and the better paying jobs and not eating cake for the rest of your life. You deserve it. And you have to continue to tell yourself, because our thoughts create our realities. And you have to continue to use these thoughts to shift your reality, to shift yourself. So, again, cake. Universe, my younger self wanted cake. I don't want cake. I want this. Example here. I want a steak with mashed potatoes and gravy and green beans. And you have to then tell yourself, okay, this is going to happen because you were the creator of your reality. Everything around you is a reflection of you. Let's see where we're going with this. Let's take it a step further. I've been talking for 10 minutes with just the oracle cards. Let's see where we're going, guys. But the consensus of the oracle cards is you are allowed to shift your vibrations, but in order to shift your vibrations out of this never-ending story, you have to believe that the good stuff is on the way and feel the good stuff is on the way, because lower vibrations are just going to attract lower vibrations. But if you start to raise your vibration, and yeah, it'll fluctuate because you're used to being down here, the more you condition yourself to vibrate on a higher level, the more that your energy will naturally flow to that level, the more that the universe can bring in for you. So let's see what the tarot has for us. Let's see where we're going. This is the gold foil tarot. I use these in my morning messages. We've got the Five of Swords. Yeah, absolutely. Wheel of Fortune. There's more divine energy there. Moon. And the King of Cups. So what I'm getting with just these four cards, and I will lay this out for you here in just a minute, you are being called. There's a pull. There's a sensation, and it may have happened with this full moon energy. It could also stem from your emotions and just feeling like, I deserve more, I deserve better. But you're being called to put these old vibrations down, to put the baggage down. And again, in order to do that, you have to remind yourself of who you are, of being poised in that wonderful divine being energy that is you. And that is something that I struggle with. I have to remember, even me, that I am a divine being connected to that divine energy, and I create and manifest my own world. But the universe is here stepping in with the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Cups. There's that emotional side of things. That cup is full for the King of Cups. It's full. And you have to learn to fill your cup with a higher vibration and maintain that higher vibration. Again, it's going to fluctuate, but you have to be able to maintain that higher vibration in order for the higher vibrational things to start coming in. What you got? Lovers with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Lovers, Queen of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. Grounding you currently is the Queen of Swords. I like that. I like that. I don't like that, however. Four of Cups. It's got that energy of the messages are coming in, but it's just kind of like this. And it's hard to hear these higher vibrational things, especially if you're vibrating on a lower vibration. We've got the Page of Cups. Where you were, where you're going is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Motion. 10 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. Magician. Abso-freaking-lutely. I love this. I love this energy because that is the higher vibrational energy coming in. 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, Magician. There's that change. There's that personal change with you, and then here we are. King of Pentacles as the outcome. The King of Pentacles as an outcome is that manifestation coming to fruition. He is holding this pentacle. He's holding that pentacle, and he knows that he deserves this. That is his pentacle. And that's what I feel like this Knight of Pentacles is bringing in. He's walking right towards this King of Cups. Now, don't get me wrong. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow knight. It is a slow lesson. So I do want to take a look at some things here. So what are the Four of Cups? What is this message that's coming in for you or trying to come in for you from the higher-ups? That's Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, beautiful. 3 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. Yeah, the universe wants you to start shifting gears, but you have to make different choices. You have to become so fed up with the vibration that you're in to realize that you deserve better. And again, you have to believe that you deserve better. I've been telling myself for 2 days now that I'm a badass. I'm a badass. And I deserve the things that I want from my life because I am kind, I'm caring, I'm compassionate, because I deserve it, and because there is nobody else. Again, it is my reality. I live my life because there's nobody out there who can tell me differently. And I feel like those are the things that you need to start telling yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it. And it's not coming from me. You can't say, well, Ollie says that I deserve it, so I must deserve it. No. You have to shift gears and tell yourself that you deserve it. It has to come from you. Because everyone's got the divine energy connected inside of them. We're all made of the same stardust. All of us. And if some people can succeed, you can too. But you have to believe it. You have to believe it. So, what are the messages of clarity coming in here? Of course it did. Yeah. You have to make those new choices. You have to make those new choices. That will go up there. But what are the messages coming in? 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, the World, and the Emperor. So along with these manifestations that we are trying to bring in for oneself, it's not always nose to the grindstone here. With the Emperor, yes, that is physical work. That is the divine masculine side of things. When it comes to the divine masculine side of things, that is physical, tangible, doing the work. At the same time, we again have to believe that we deserve good things. Because if you're over here grinding away in a negative vibration, you're like, well, I'm just going to work and work and work and work and work and work and work until you wear yourself out. Because you haven't changed your mindset, you haven't changed your vibration. The only thing you're going to do is piss yourself off. Why isn't it coming in? Why isn't this happening yet? I've done the work, I've done this. It's, again, because you believe deep down and you haven't shifted that vibration that you deserve it. You have to shift gears. Emotionally. You have to. That's how manifestation works. Manifestation is believing that something is already yours. Allowing that energy to fill you up. And then you start doing the work. And then you start making the steps. That is how you tune yourself to that vibration, and then you can start connecting the dots. But somebody here is a little bit out of whack, and it's not, again, it's not because you're vibrating on, well, it is because you're vibrating on a lower vibrational scale, but it's because it's almost like you're trying to fake it till you make it. You can't do that. Not here. Not in this energy. You have to believe that you can make it and do the work. So, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. I believe that we have got this lesson under wraps. We have the King, the Queen, and the Knight of Pentacles. Do we have the Page of Pentacles here? Not yet? Okay. But Knight of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Speaking that truth. No matter how little it is. It all starts somewhere. These beliefs, Star card. 9 of Cups, beautiful. Devil energy, this one came out. 8 of Swords, Ace of Wands. You have to sow the seeds. You have to. It starts out small. It does. It starts out small. Belief is something we hear or something we have told ourselves over and over and over and over again until it became a belief, until it became something normal in our lives. So if we can do it with the negative, it can also be done with the positive. You are beautiful. You deserve good things. You deserve those healthy relationships. You deserve, example here. And then believe that you do. And that's where the self-affirmations come in. Some of you may need to start with self-affirmations. And that's okay. You got to start somewhere. But I do see after you start shifting that vibration, shifting yourself into that union energy, that you do start to believe in yourself. And for those of you who are trying to manifest a relationship, this is how it's done. This is exactly how it's done. 10 of Cups. But you cannot pour from an empty cup, and I feel like your cups are empty right now. And it's time to fill those. It is time to fill those. It's time to go through this change. It's time to start manifesting the world you want instead of the world you live in. Zodiac signs that I see. We have, before I walk off with that, before I let you all go, this is going to take some practice. This is going to take some time. Some of you may feel ridiculous starting out doing this. I know when I first started doing this, it felt ridiculous. It did. Because again, it goes back to those beliefs that I already have. And it'll go back to those beliefs that you already have. You've been conditioned to think a certain way because you've thought these thoughts over and over and over and over and over again. And now it's time for you, when you add a new thought into those other thoughts. So if you've been telling yourself for the long time, oh, I won't find love because I don't deserve it, because of unhealed baggage, or because of my past relationships didn't work out, and you drop this happy thought into the, well, I do deserve love. I do deserve good things. I do deserve the relationship that I want. Those negative thoughts are going to be like sharks to blood. Because it's that one contradictory thought that's coming in and changing that process. You have to continue to feed those negative thoughts, those happy things. And again, it's going to feel ridiculous, and it's going to feel like, it's not really lying to yourself, but that is the energy you need to fake it till you make it. But don't fake it. Believe it. Continue to tell yourself these things. Because again, a belief is a thought that you took in and kept ingraining it in your brain. And now it's time to think a new thought. It's time to manifest something new. So don't get discouraged if these thoughts start to eat you alive, the negative thoughts, because again, that's what we've been conditioned to think for some time. It's time to have different conditioning. Okay. Zodiac signs that I see. I will walk away with earth signs. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We've got Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces. More Scorpio, Gemini, Aries, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aquarius. One more time, just to be sure that I didn't miss anyone. We've got earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio, Aries, Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, and Aquarius. This is what I see for you all. But it's time to shift gears. It's time to start believing in the world that you want to manifest, because that's where it starts. The belief. And to break that down, a belief are thoughts that you give power. It's time to give new thoughts that power. So, thank you guys for joining me today. As always, this was wonderful, and I will see you all again later. Bye, guys.